Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy Kevin Yee, the Farm D son. I don't. Oh, my microphone is really awkwardly placed. Gotta move this bitch up, move this over here, and we Gucci, son. How's your Sunday going? A lot of different ideas that I had for today's stream. For y'all that don't know, I do a weekly stream every single Sunday. And what topics I talk about relationships, getting rich, and honestly, helping you guys rewrite the stories that you have. So whether that's you're the mother fat ass, you ate too much, or you're broke as fuck and you don't know what to do with your money, I help you guys through these everyday situations, son. And that's why oh man, they're so high. Fuck. There we go. I help you out through your everyday life mother bullshit, man. So I'm gonna wait until this stream gets caught up and stuff. But I just want to let me know in the comments right now, like, or if you're in the chat, how you guys doing? Biggest win, biggest losses, and there's a lot on my mind recently. Some of the things I want to talk about today is is what I did with 80% of my Litecoin. I actually sold a bunch of coins. And I'll tell you what the strategy behind what I did and why I did it. And date ideas. If you don't know, I'm going on a date later this week. And so I just wanted to get some of your input and all that sort of stuff. And finally, the situation that I haven't really told anyone yet. And my dad's in the hospital. So there's a lot on my mind on today's stream. And at the end, I do a Q&A every single time. But yeah, just going to pop in and say hi to everyone right now. Looks like Legend RX is in this bitch. Awesome, man. So Legend's in here. Looks like you're the only one in here, man. Must be the holidays, son. But actually, I have 9 people on my stream right now. So this is awesome, man. But yeah, I'll tackle one thing at a time. So first of all, in Bitcoin news or cryptocurrency news, I recently sold. If you haven't seen the spike in Litecoin, Litecoin has shot freaking high as fuck. I literally bought it at 60, sold at 300 something. And I made like 400 something percent. I don't even know the exact numbers right now, but I sold a lot of my Litecoin. It's not like because I don't believe in Litecoin. I actually really believe in Litecoin. Like, shout outs to Charlie, man. I haven't talked to him in a while, but it's crazy how much Litecoin has jumped. It's everybody's so focused on Bitcoin, right? And they're so focused on like, I need to save up money so I can buy Bitcoin. Well, here's a fact. You don't need to buy full Bitcoin. You can buy partial amounts of it. So if you feel like you have to save up 20K just for one Bitcoin, you're wrong. You can still reap the benefits of the huge fluctuation, right? And then with Litecoin, I've seen better gains with my Litecoin than Bitcoin. And here's the thing with Litecoin. So if you don't know, it's basically better technology and it's a lot quicker. If you've ever, for the first time in this weekend, I was transferring Bitcoin. Oh my God, it takes a fucking long time for it to confirm the transactions, right? And that's where Litecoin comes in, and it's a lot quicker during the verification process, right? And so, but it's recently shot up, and I think one of the reasons why it shot up, or one of the reasons that people have been telling me why it's shot up, is actually because of like that. I guess I want to say market cap, but it's not really market cap. It's people are more comfortable buying a $300 Litecoin, and they're like, oh, I can buy more of this, than buying a single Bitcoin, right? And that could be a huge thing. Recently, Coinbase has been like #1 app in the App Store and whatnot. So It's pretty crazy how the whole trend. I think I got it at a really good time. I wasn't an early investor of Bitcoin or like any cryptocurrencies. I actually got into a game maybe like 3 months ago. So I started buying when um Bitcoin was about 5,000, Litecoin was 60, Ethereum was 290. That's when I started getting in. And the reason why I sold a lot of my Litecoin was just because, not because like I don't believe in it, but I'm looking for arbitrage opportunities, right? Um, if you don't know what arbitrage is, it's basically a fancy word for flipping, right? So, um, so making money off stuff, and um, so I actually put more money into my Zcash and Monero right now. And if you guys don't know, those are like security coins and stuff like that. And Monero, like a lot of, from what I was reading, like I have somebody that does research for me, and they're saying that a lot of new artists are accepting Monero as payment now, and like apparently it's going to be implemented in Shopify accounts and stuff. I don't have the full article. I can look it up later. If you guys want me to talk more about it later, I can. But that's basically what I'm doing. But looking for arbitrage opportunities so you can find faster growth. I have a lot of it in cash right now just because I'm looking at different ICOs or initial coin offerings. It's basically the same thing as an IPO where people are creating new coins, trying to solve different problems and stuff with cryptocurrency. And yeah, so I'm looking at different ICOs so I can use that money to invest more money into ICOs and start seeing higher growth. For date ideas, well, before I go into date ideas, let's look at the chat really quick. Oh my god, I'm in my participants, but oh my god, fuck, I can't see my chat. MK is like, what is up? It's been a week and Litecoin hasn't confirmed yet, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Coinbase pretty legit. Lite 325 now. How's about Ripple? My friend says Ripple is actually a really good idea because I don't know too much about Ripple, but it's like a bank to bank currency basically. So a lot of like the traditional banks are doing Ripple. Rumors is that it's going to be offered on Coinbase in 2018. Honestly, I haven't dropped a dime into Ripple at all. So hopefully that what the fuck, man? Oh my god, everything's so slow. Oh, my volume is really low. Fuck. And there's a screeching noise. My bad. I don't know. Maybe because I'm just talking very low. Hold on. Let me fix my mic really quick. Yeah. So Light is at 325. How about Ripple? Blah, blah, blah. Great documentary, Bitcoin on banking on Bitcoin. I actually think I watched that pretty recently. I know my roommate wanted to watch that with me and stuff, but I probably will watch it again. I didn't watch the whole documentary, I think. Brian's like, I'm about to start crypto now. Going to throw some money towards crowdfunding real estate market as well, like Realty Mogul. Sweet. Yeah, I think Brian did no, not Brian. My friend Matt did a video on Reality Mogul, but I'm actually meeting Matt later this week. Probably going to talk about some cryptocurrency. Meeting my friend Tam. As you've seen, a lot of my videos have Tam in it. I've actually edited quite a bit of videos, but I just haven't had time to upload and do a stream, mainly because I've been busy doing my own stuff and I have some own personal stuff, which I'll get into later. But yeah, volume is good now. Perfect. All right, cool. So, second thing, like I can talk about more about cryptocurrency later, but I'm just I just do that out as one of the topics I want to talk about because I'm a multi-dimensional person and there's so many different interests I have and whatnot. So crypto is one. Different. Oh, and know what's a cool thing about crypto too? Like before I go on to the date ideas, recently somebody at the pharmacy approached me about he grabbed my number and stuff, and he was like, hey man, like, you know a lot about crypto, like let me get like your number and we can talk about it, you can teach me about it. He's like a lawyer and stuff, which I thought was really cool, like because one of my patients, like, he's like, hey, are you in cryptocurrency? I was like, hell yeah I am, you know. So yeah, it's like really, it's really cool to be involved in it, you know. And just to tell you, like, it's made investing really fun for me recently, because not every day you see 430% like profit and stuff like that. And don't get it wrong, like I still do have Litecoin. Okay, I bought like, I think 22 coins or 23 or something like that when I initially started. I bought 1,500 when I first started, and honestly I made an easy like 6 G's out of it, man. And it was great, you know. But okay, enough crypto. So if you guys don't know, I'm actually going on a date later this week, and man, it's it's a pretty interesting experience, because dating and doing all that sort of stuff stresses me the fuck out. If you don't know me, I really hate planning shit. You know, like, if you want to know one of my weaknesses, I talked about a little bit on Saturday in the car and stuff. It wasn't a really great video because it's really shitty quality, but I'm really bad at organizing stuff, but I force myself to really plan out stuff, you know. And it's a skill that's really important. Hopefully in the future I can just hire an assistant and she can do all that shit for me. But for now, I just got Chinese sweatshop shit and organize stuff myself. And you know, like, I was going on Reddit. Like, I use Reddit a lot because I think it's a great source of like real ass information. Or like, if I don't find the solution on Reddit, at least I know how people feel, and I can create a better solution when I make articles and stuff. But anyways, I was trying to look up date ideas like on Reddit and whatnot, and one of the things that stuck out to me, because you know, like, people want to do a fancy dinner, but I'm not really into that stuff. And then, like, you know, like, it's just really complicated, and I was just like, okay, what are the main things about a date? One, I just want to fucking have fun, man. Like, I want to do stuff that I want to do, because chances are, if a girl's not interested or even curious about anything that I like, then what's the point, right? Because the whole point of a date is to really see if you guys click or not, you know? So, yeah. So one of the ideas so there's that part. And then, like, um, I've known this person for quite a while, so it's not like a getting to know each other type of thing. It's not. It's not like I would say it's like our first date, but we've known each other, so like it's really about spending time together. So one of the things that I had planned out was actually going on watching the sunset, man, because I love watching sunset and I love watching sunrise. I used to do it in Hawaii, and it was very therapeutic. It's like it's like this feeling where, you know, like, you know, you're up before most of the people and you already feel like you won the day. That's what sunrise feels. Sunset is like, damn, you know, it makes you reflect on all the cool shit that you've done in the day. You know, maybe you were at work, you made a few G's, maybe you kicked it with a few friends, you really connected, you know? Watching sunsets is something very therapeutic. And we have someone by your side watching that sunset, you guys really have a connecting moment, you know? And so that's the first part. So I broke it up into 3 acts, right? Another thing I want to do on a date or something like that is just have fun. And guys, if you guys have better ideas for dates, because I don't know shit about dating and whatnot, like actually going on dates, I'm really bad. Um, Please leave it in comment below. But second thing is just like, okay, I mean, obviously I'm going to choose a place to eat, but I thought I wanted to choose, like, you know, a cool, like, hipster type place, you know, like somewhere where it's like kind of like an adventure. It's something different and we can explore it together. So that's my whole like theory about dating. It's just like, I want something to be fun, like a few things. Fun, something we both probably enjoy. And like the last thing is something where we just really get to intimately spend time together, right? So I was thinking about this. It was really cool. It's like I went there like maybe a few weeks ago, but it was called like VOX Kitchen in Westminster or something. It's like not Brazilian. It's like I can't think of the freaking thing. Mario's a Peruvian Vietnamese type of thing. So I thought that'd be really cool. We could just enjoy that together. And then finally, I would want to go to a comedy club because I'm actually really interested in getting into stand-up comedy and telling really cool stories. And I thought that'd be a really cool thing. If we're still up for it, maybe we could go hip hop joint or something like that, and then kick off the night like that. But those are some ideas. I'm still in the brainstorming parts of like the ideas and whatnot. But and plus I can add or take away stuff. But that's what I had in mind. Back to the chat. Tell me, guys, what you think. Like if you're a girl watching this live stream right now, what do you guys think? How come you decided on the A6300 instead of the A6000 or A6500? I think you're talking to Brian. My bad. Brea is here. Hey, Brea. Zoe, what's up? What's up? No time to live stream. I'm not as good as Kevin. Green tea latte. Hey, guess what? Green tea, Legend RX, you got shouted out in a video. A special guest recognized your ass, man. So watch the next few videos. It should be coming out. I think I finished editing the video today. So it should be coming out soon. I have like literally 6 hours of content like ready to go on YouTube, but I need to do thumbnails, make sure all my CTAs are done, or like people's bios are done and stuff. And I think you guys will enjoy the next few videos. I don't think I'm going to do for Tam's video, I broke things up into pieces. I think that was a little too much. I just want to provide really cool content and do more live streams for you guys because it's very interactive and it's just cool to bond with you guys, man. I love this. And I want to set up a call with my Skype as well so people can call in and we can do the one-on-one time, baby. That's right. A6300 has a bad overheating problem. Kevin, take them Universal, have dinner at Cafe Serena, Hilton Hotel, watch the sunset. Ooh, that's sweet. Tree of Life for the date. Well, I'd be down for that. I think she'd be down for that too. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong like when you're doing stuff, like I know there's general rules, but as long as you just have fun and you're just being your genuine self, like honestly, what more can you ask for, man? Like you can try to plan every single perfect thing, but like I'm not trying to do something like trying to like ask her to marry me and propose. I just want to have a good time, and I'd probably be doing these things if she wasn't even here too. You know what I mean? And so like she's just a plus one for me, So, because I want to do all that cool stuff, Can't believe that girl asked you guys to take a look at your car. That's funny, man. Starbucks, nice, cheap, and sustainable. I don't really like Starbucks, but I like coffee shops. I think that's a great way to do a first date, man. I think like coffee shops, very low commitment. You can easily bounce if it's not for you. But yeah, coffee, maybe plan something else. If the date goes well, maybe have some contingency plans after. But yeah, like I feel like part of it requires planning, but like it's just like what are some cool things around the area. So many people do dinners and stuff, but to me that's not like, I'm not a real big foodie and stuff, and I just eat like, dude, you're talking a guy who eats In-N-Out for keto all the time. So yeah. Kevin was a straight G and fixed her car. I know, palabra fool. I'll try to get her number and shit. Damn, who recognized me in Legend RX? I don't know. You just gotta watch all 6 hours of content and you'll find out. Green tea. It was actually the homie Peter. Broke the habit. So watch his video. He shouts you out, man. I have no idea what Kevin is talking about. We're shutting out all you guys in our private chat. So we do. We're like, yo, Legend RX, green tea latte. Like we actually talk about you guys on our Brian's not lying, man. Hey Brian, by the way, sorry for not getting back to you. Yeah, and I'm gonna be talking the next subject about my dad and stuff too. So I'll tell you everything about what's going on. I just want to shout out a few more people before I switch subjects. What's up, Kevin? Professor Oak, man. Professor Oak from Pokemon, son. Memories, man. Miss Cutie Coffee Shop. Maybe I should take her to Cafe Lou, how she feels, if she feels insecure or she like, oh, I like girls too. Maybe that's a good sign, man. Kevin and I are secretly fans of all you. So true. All right, the last one, man. So recently, so I'm not sure if you guys know, but every single weekend I actually call my mom. You know, I just try to see how she's doing, what's going on in life, like how's everybody back home. You know, same with different conversations. Let her know what's going on in my life and stuff too. And man, this week was a little different because I noticed like she didn't pick up my phone calls. She usually calls me right away back, you know? Like if I shoot her a call, she'll call me right up. Who doesn't want to talk to me? Shit. No, but seriously, like I noticed my mom usually calls within like an hour or two, but I called her in the morning and she still didn't respond back to me. So then I shoot her another call yesterday night after my stream and as I was walking home, and yeah, my mom was like sent me this weird text message, and my mom's Chinese. My mom's English is sometimes very broken. Like I don't understand what she's saying. But she was like, I went to urgent care and stuff like that, and like, we had to go to a hospital and stuff, and like I'm just leaving a hospital now. I was like, what the fuck is happening, right? And then I called my mom again, and I was like, hey, mom, what's going on, you know? And then she told me my dad was actually in the hospital. And literally I found this out maybe yesterday. I found out yesterday night that my dad was in the hospital. And then I was talking to my brother. I was like, hey, is dad okay? All that sort of stuff. It's like, I don't know. I'm going to see him tomorrow. And yeah. So for y'all that don't know, me and my dad is never the type to, like, me and my dad are very different like that. Like, I try to take care of myself. I try to work out, try to eat healthy most of the time. But my dad's total opposite. He does not take care of himself. He's very overweight. He loves potato chips. I love potato chips too, but it's just that he eats them all the fucking time, man. You can't do that, son. Yeah, so, you know, my dad's never taking care of himself, and I'm so glad that, you know, I've had him all these years. I'm even more glad that I've had him, like, I'm even more glad that, you know, like, my Bermuda trip and stuff, I actually really got to spend some time and bonding time with my dad, you know? And for the longest time, my dad was like my Darth Vader, you know? Like, have you ever watched Star Wars and you see that progression of Darth Vader? He comes in, negative energy, uses the Dark Force, fucks people up, you know? It's not very, like, you know, he uses that negative energy and he has that presence, you know? And for me, like, my dad growing up, he was always like I can't even talk right now. Antagonist, right, in my life. He never supported me. He was not loving. He was none of that, right? And so, like, if you guys have been following my stream, I've talked about my dad a few times and how I really want to repair my relationship back in May. And I really wanted to, we're going on a cruise together, and I really wanted to have a better relationship with my dad, you know? So, you know, it was really touching because we got to talk a lot on the cruise. I got to room with him, something I normally wouldn't do because I would be like, fuck, get me the fuck out of here. But, you know, like, I tried to take the time to really talk to my dad and talk to him about how I felt when my grandma died. And I started bawling my eyes out, man, on that cruise. And it was the most genuine, like, sort of relationship I've had with my dad in my whole entire life. We never say I love you or anything like that, but I finally did, like, and he did too. It was really cool. And it's kind of like, at Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader fucking throws Palpatine off that bitch, right? I got to sort of see my dad turn into Anakin, or like see the compassionate side, which I always wanted, that acceptance, unconditional love. Like, no matter what you do, I love you no matter what. And he talked to me and he's like, dude, he's like, Kevin, you're so successful, and I know whatever you do in life, you'll be great at it. Who doesn't want that? Like, if you heard that, like, a lot, those are the words I've been looking for my whole entire life, right? So I'm so glad. So that's a backstory of me and my dad. But yeah, I'm so glad that I got to do that. And so my dad, this is probably my dad's worst nightmare, because my dad hasn't been to the hospital in like over 40 years, like since the Vietnam War. He served in the army in or like the Air Force during the Vietnam War. So it's been fucking forever since he's seen a doctor or anything like that. I'm surprised that we never woke up to him like dead, but apparently, like, my mom was saying that, like, he was having trouble breathing, he wasn't eating, he was losing a lot of weight. He started having swelling, like, in his feet. And I'm just like, damn, Mom, these are all the signs of congestive heart failure, man. And I was like, fuck. But we didn't know for sure. And apparently, my brother, he's also for y'all that don't know, he's also a pharmacy student. And my brother was giving me a whole soap note of what was going on with my dad. And, like, yeah, man, it's that really this is the way it's supposed to happen, right? um like, I look at my dad is like, hopefully my dad's fine right now. So just letting you guys know, he had a like a heart attack, but he had an MI, but he didn't even feel it, right? Which was crazy. I mean, like, he didn't even notice. I mean, he was in a little pain, but he really didn't notice. And I was like, damn, dude. And yeah, man, it was just really crazy, because I think, like, growing up and stuff, um I realized that I'm getting older, and I realized that, my this is the way that's supposed to be. There will be a day that we watch our parents get sick or their health deteriorate and slowly watch them die, and we have to take care of them. you know this is the natural process of life. Like, it's not supposed to go the other way. You're not supposed to bury your child. The child is supposed to bury your parents. And I urge you guys, like, if you guys have any problems with your parents, like, seriously, like, take care of it, man. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just thought the volume was down. But if you guys have any problems with your parents, really take care of them, because you never know when they might be out of your life. And to me, this is like the start, the start of all the problems, and watching my dad deteriorate. And hopefully he takes care of himself from now on. But he's already 70 something. Are take habits he's had 70 plus years of bad habits, and now he has to break them. I don't know, man. So yeah, that's the story about my dad. And I'm very, like I said, I'm very grateful for everything that I've had my dad this long. But it's just another part of growing up. and that we have to take care of our parents. And it was really crazy. Maybe I don't know if I want to show you guys my dad's text and stuff, but I'll read it to you guys. And I was like, so right after I got off the phone with my mom, I was like, I just talked to mom, and I heard you're in the hospital. I hope everything is okay. I love you. Do you want me to come back home, or is there anything I can do for you? And then my dad texted me back today. He's like, not to be worried. It's leaning towards the heart, but not definite. Still more to test to be done tomorrow. Not necessary for you. Come home. I'll keep you in the loop now that I have a cell charged. Love a whole lot. So, my dad being the unloving Asian man he is, like, dude, what kind of parent says, like, not a lot of Asian parents say that. So, it means a lot to me. And it's good to know that, like, I'm, it's good to know that, like, even my dad passes, I'm okay with it. I accept it, and that, I can move on with my life knowing that I took the time, I took like the effort to make our relationship good, and it was because I wanted it. Never, I don't think my dad would ever take the time that I did or take the effort to really repair our relationship, because it's hard for him. He's not that type of loving person, like, at least naturally, but as soon as I open up, I like told him that I want a better relationship with him going on forward. Like, this is what really matters. So that's what's going on in my personal life, man. So back to the chat. Losing you can't hear. Daily aspirin. I just got here, but using a Litecoin to take care of your dad. I hope he gets well. That'd be a pretty cool story if it was only that, man. If it was only that I was taking my Litecoin to take care of my dad, but it's not. Luckily my parents and my dad and all that are good money wise. Obviously, if there's anything that I need to do to help, I'd be there, But my dad was always like, dude, like, that's your inheritance right there. I'm like, shit, I don't even want an inheritance. Like that's not me. I don't really give a fuck about that shit, Um to me it's just like, yeah, you worked hard for that money, but like, I want to work hard for my own money and really make a difference, like because of my actions, not because somebody gave me shit. Things are so much more rewarding when you actually earn that shit. So yeah, no, we don't have to take care of our parents. I hope I can get to the same point with you have in your dad's with your terms. With Brian says, I hope I can get to the same point you have with your dad in terms of relationship. You know how Asian parents are. I'm slowly working on it. Yeah, I think part of it too, like, and it helps. My dad's at ABC, but he grew up without a dad. His dad died and stuff, like, when he was young. Like, it's really broken, like, family and stuff. And with my dad, like, I think part of like, if you want a better relationship with your parents, you just gotta be like, hey, you know what? All these years we never talked. I always felt like we had these problems together, but going forward, I just want to have a better relationship. Set that intent and just go on forward. If it's a Cantonese type of relationship or anything like that, like that type of Asian parent, it's going to be a lot harder, They'll be like, I don't fucking understand you, what the fuck do you mean? Like, even Chinese, it's very interesting because we never say, like, I love you directly. Like, we say stuff like, I think about you or I care about you a lot, but we never directly say I love you. It's very interesting, So yeah, man. Brian, I highly suggest that you take care of your stuff because you never know when they might dip out, And I know it's very, very cliche, but after seeing so many patients with like go through that hospitalized, maybe they get hospitalized multiple times. it's very different when that patient is your own family or your own dad, you know? And it's it's a really like I guess I'm not like I feel kind of sad for my dad, I guess, or like I'm not happy about it, or I don't know the right word. I'm not torn up about it because I realize that this is a good thing too, like I said, it's supposed to go this way. We're not supposed to, our parents are not supposed to bury us. We're supposed to bury our parents. It comes like this happens with everyone's life. Why is my sound so like shitty? Hold on for a second. Like, dude, I wonder why my sound keeps on like cutting in and out. Do 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 do. um, some fuck bitch. Zoe says, we don't have to take care of my parents. Some parents are a cluster B. The speech will never work. You owe them nothing. Move on and heal. Yeah. I mean, like Zoe, I'm not telling you to take care of your parents. If you don't want to take care of your parents, you don't have to, right? But I'm just saying, once that opportunity is gone, you sometimes don't get to do shit, like redo shit in life, you know? Hello? Shit. This is why. I was recording from my internal mic. Fucking shit. No wonder. I was like, what the fuck was going on with my stream? Yeah, Zoe says summer cluster B. The speech will never work. You don't owe him nothing. Move on and heal. Yeah, but I think like honestly, like you only get this opportunity once, and it's your choice, dude. You have the choice to either help your parents, like you have the choice to confront your parents, tell them what you want, and try to make things better, or you have the choice to just like not do anything about it, and keep things the way they are, But for me, I don't want to live like that. Like I've had that type of relationship with my dad forever, and that's just something I don't want, So, um, yeah, I'm first gen, so I'm at ABC, so it's definitely not a cakewalk to communicate. Yeah, I feel you, man. They seem pretty cool in your bros grad vlog, says Brian. Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, you sound good. Confucius say we should take care of our. Confucius say we should always take care of our parents. Man, if I had some Litecoins, maybe I hold it after Jan or Feb. Entire market cap may double again from November, December. But congrats on the profits. True, but I will love and take care of people I love and take care of me. Bless you, Kevin. Yeah. Louis says, best wishes to your dad. Hope you get the time to visit him and keep his spirits up. Yeah, I think that's a huge thing for me because I want to definitely see my dad pretty soon. Makes me realize that, like I've been wasting a lot of time. Like I've been wasting a lot of time. You know how I've been saying like, man, I want to leave pharmacy so I can spend the last days with my parents. This day is coming, dude, and it's a lot sooner than I think. No more like wishing I want to do this stuff. Like it's gonna happen, and I'm seeing it unfold in front of my eyes right now. I'm like, fuck, you know? Why you gotta do the Asian accent, lol? It's kind of nice hearing this since I was feeling some type of way with my mom just earlier. Yeah, Diane. Diane, you're new. I don't recognize that name. Same with Zoe, same with Chandler. Thank you guys so much for really showing a lot of compassion and sending your wishes and stuff. Like it feels good to know that I'm supported by a bunch of strangers I never met in my life. But you guys still support me. A1 since day one. Y'all fucks with me, man. And that's amazing. That's all I can really ask for, man. And I think like I was actually watching Nova's video. Nova Patra. No, sounds like really random, but she was talking about her dad dying and her relationship with her dad. Um, and of course, like when people talk about their own stories, it always makes you think about yourself, right? And make you think about the relationships with your dad and stuff like that. And sometimes it takes a little courage just to pull the curtains back and try to see things from their end. I know my dad, he was always very awkward with people. He was always very frustrated at life, and he was doing the best he fucking could at that point. He didn't know any better, and so he took it out on his oldest son, which is me. And was that right? I don't think so, but at least I can understand where he's coming from, because no one really, I don't want to say no one taught him how to love, but like knowing my dad, thinking about how people treated him when he was a kid, like, because I honestly think my dad was, like, I think my dad's autistic. And because he's very quirky and stuff. You guys never met my dad, but he's kind of weird. He doesn't understand social, not autistic, but like he definitely has some. I feel like he has some form of Asperger's or something like that. Does not pick up on social cues at all. But yeah, like uh yeah, man, like it's tough. Like those appear, so this is like some deep dark family shit, but I feel like I should share it with you guys. Like when he was like, I don't know his like early upbringing and stuff, but I heard somewhere along the grapevine that like when my grandfather died, my grandfather had a brother, and he also fought during World War II. He got shot in like the penis or something, or the bladder. I don't know. My mom tells me he got shot like in the dick or something, right? And he was he's like crippled from World War II. He would wet his pants all the time, but my grandma apparently tried giving my dad away, and I can't imagine what the fuck he was going through at that time, what he was thinking. My dad was telling me what he remembered from that. Like I remember we were on the cruise and stuff, and we were just in bed. Like we literally had bunk beds. Like I was like literally had like a bunk bed situation, or not bunk bed, but like bed side to side, and it just felt like it was like it's something that you would do with your brother. If you had a brother and guys shared a room, it's like the same setup. And here I was, like he was telling me like he used to play with slingshots and stuff like that, and he used to go spend time at my grandfather's brother's house all the time. And yeah, my mom filled in the rest of the story because my mom took care of my grandma, and so she just like filled that story. And I was just like, man, like a lot of us, like maybe there's something that I'm not seeing. Maybe there's some shit like we never really fully see the perspective of other people. And yeah, I honestly like to think that my dad was doing the best he could, you know, because I sometimes think we jump the gun and we just assume like ill intent off the cuff. So Brian says, you've been helping a lot of people with your content. You deserve the love, man. Thank you, man. Second, says Brian, your live streams are therapeutic to us as well, especially deeper stuff. I'll call my parents tomorrow. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, Brian, let me know, man. I mean, we're homies, so dude, hit me up whenever. But this is probably why I haven't been responding to you the whole day, because I've just been trying to spend some time by myself and really think about my dad and edit. Even though I ended up spending some time with my boy Jason, he actually, man, I'm so lucky to have a really cool roommate because he took me out to Chicken and Rice Man, and I was chilling with Can and Bree for a few hours. Like um yeah, man, I don't want to see my dad die, but this is I mean it's a part of getting, it's a part of growing up, man. And it's just really hard, you know, um, seeing the actual mortality of your parents, you know. And this is like how I feel about my dad. Imagine like my mom, my like the person that I fucking love from the bottom of my heart, A1 since day one, man. And having those like it's so crazy, you know, like but it happens. Like, and I know maybe you guys don't know what I'm really talking about, or maybe you guys can't think of your parents leaving you one day. Maybe you're too young, you know, but it will happen. And those people that have already had lost a parent, you know, like I finally sort of, you know, beginning to understand what the hell they went through, especially at such a young age. There's no one to show you the ropes. There's no one. Luckily, I'm an adult. I'm like almost 30. I still have my dad, so very grateful for that. Who, Gayson? Yeah, Gayson. I tell my pharmacist friends it doesn't make much sense to spend 90% of our time with people that don't care about us. Takes us for granted. People don't appreciate us instead of spending it with our fam. Fook and Kang, I 100% agree. And that's why I'm just like, damn, you know, like I spend so much time with, you're right, the people that don't appreciate me, the people that really sort of piss me off, all for a fucking paycheck. Why do I do this? You know? Yeah, it's just you know, like I mean, I do it because I want to really spread some positive energy, you know, in the community, cuz like it's not very common, you know, like there's not very many compassionate people out there, you know. But even me, I feel very bitter sometimes, like when I'm working in the pharmacy. I don't like working in the pharmacy sometimes. And it's a job, I get paid for it, you know, but sometimes I'm just like, dude, there's so much better. There's so many better. There's like so much more I could be doing with my life, you know, than just like at a pharmacy counter and stuff. And I'm not saying it's a bad profession, but for me, like, I know, like, there's that feeling when you know that you have so much more potential and you're not utilizing or you're not moving fast enough, you know? So, today was definitely a good kick in the ass to get my gears going and start, like, really developing my exit plan. And maybe, like, you know, vlogs are cool and stuff. But really time to launch my product, time to learn how to do $1 million launch. Like I know how to do that stuff. You know, it's not like I don't know how, but it's just like, okay, I need to build up the confidence to actually lead my pharmacy career, you know? So yeah. Unfortunately I don't see my mom, and I having a good relationship, same with my dad. Get him a grandson soon, ASAP. Best gift you can give to your dad. Yeah, maybe. My mom even gave up on me, and she's like, "Dude, Kevin, I don't even care about you getting married. I just want you to pop out a grandkid." So, hey, maybe if this date goes well, I'll pop out a fucking grandkid. Yep. Thanks for sharing, Kevin. Hopefully, he makes a full and speedy recovery. I feel like a lot of pharmacists feel the way you do, Kev. The locum pharmacist working with me today was telling me that she feels like work is just a chore and that she can't wait till it's over, which isn't ideally what you want your career to be. So she's thinking about changing careers. A lot of people are thinking about changing careers. Like, I don't know. Like, on one hand, we get paid enough, but how much is your soul worth? Is your soul worth a paycheck? And there's some people that love it. Like, I know this pharmacist, like, at my chain, she just loves it. You know, she loves every single bit of it. She never gets sick of it. And that's great. You know, we need people like that, you know, but you can't compare yourself to other people. Like my needs and her needs are very different, you know? So I don't know. Sometimes I get a lot of shit, like because people are like, "Oh, Kevin, you're so fucking spoiled because you don't want to do something anymore and you get paid a lot." But no, fucking asshole. Like dude, I worked hard for my PharmD. I put in the work. No one else fucking put in the work. Like, my PharmD is mine. Like, yes, there are people along the way that have helped me, right? But at the end of the day, I put in the work. And so people can't say that I was spoiled with it or anything like that. No, this is my life, and you can't I feel like if you let those people in your life that talk shit and really affect you, that's when you start losing control. That's when you start people pleasing and start doubting yourself, whether your next steps in life, or whether like I should leave pharmacy or not. So I don't know, man. Like, for me, I know deep down in my heart, my gut tells me, like, dude, you need to leave ASAP. This is not healthy for you. Dude, I'm even like starting to like fucking recede my hairline and shit. I guess the paycheck is just a means to end, lol. If you think about it like that, then it's kind of bearable. As long as you don't lock yourself in for life. Yeah. I tell myself that. I have my moments of like where I feel very strongly about like there's a mean to the end, but then there's always times where you doubt yourself. And that's why having really good friends, especially in those moments of doubt where you especially when you have those downturns, is so fucking important, because they will set you straight, and not in like a you Kevin, you're fucking wrong and shit. No, they will set you straight by like giving you support, telling you, hey, you know what, Kevin, like, I know you're going through a hard time, blah blah blah, and that's why true friends are really hard to find these days, because it's so rare. I know, like, me getting older too is just like it's harder to find friends that I actually really connect with. The other day, my friend was talking about my old friends back in Boston, how they're just like doing nothing with their life. They're fighting over girls and shit. They're like hitting up bars all the time and like trying to chase like 21-year-old pussy and stuff. And I'm just like, and they get into fights still. And they're like 30 plus years old. And I'm like, God damn. There's so much petty drama back in Boston. I'm so glad I fucking left, dude. And I realized that I'm so different from a lot of people back home, you know? Granted, there's like people I love back home, like my A1 since day one friends, my parents, my family, there's a lot of love for me in Boston. But I realized that, I was one of the reasons why I left was because I was probably in a very toxic environment with some toxic ass people, man. And yeah, just random aside, man. If you're truly not happy with what you do for your career, I'm a firm believer of leaving and doing what makes your heart truly sing. It's important for your well-being. It's your life. I agree. I left pharmacy 4 years ago, but at that time, there's more opportunity to do so. Each day that passes, the opportunity diminishes. Leave it rather sooner than later. Pharmacy is not time sensitive, whereas entrepreneurship is definitely time sensitive. You're right. Yeah. So I'm planning to, I don't know, maybe like make it big on crypto and stuff. And I think that's why one of the reasons why I got into crypto, because I want to do business. I want to do all that sort of stuff. But bills got to be paid. Pharmacy school's got to be paid. So I got to make sure all that stuff is in check, and I got to make sure that I'm willing to take those steps of just making the leaps, So yeah, man, there's just a lot on my mind, and it's so funny. So over to this side. Oh fuck, dude, sorry, my camera cut out. My back, yes. Over on this side, I have a picture of me and my grandma. The last picture I took of my grandma when she's healthy, and I look at this picture and I look at like how much my grandma, my family has sacrificed just to come to America, and like they were too fucking hard to for me to be unhappy, and yeah, man, it's just um I can't let them down, man. If your side hustle fails, it's easy to come back to pharmacy. I'll always be there. Have no fear, go all out, because your competition is definitely going all out. That's true. Yeah, man. Um, and right now, like I know I'm talking about a deep dark subject right now, but I also wanted to open up the last few minutes of Q&A. Um, I've been streaming almost for an hour right now, so gonna be starting to close up the stream. If you guys have questions about cryptocurrency or anything like that, just shoot away, man. I'm very open. Just want to throw it in for a comment before you close out. Jamalian Radio is good stuff. Very refugee hustle in some ways. Why a separate venture? Think of least of a crossover. Joe wants to do his own thing, man. Probably, you know. So, I think this was like the true essence of refugee hustle. You know, we agreed in some ways, but I don't know. Uh, have no idea. But I know one thing. Um, gave him password to like my refugee hustle list and stuff, and I know he exported like the emailing list out to himself. So, you know, like it's cool. You know, like I'm all support for Joe. At the end of the day, I love Joe. You know, like he's the true homie and stuff. And if he wants to do his own thing, I'm all in support for it, dude. Like that's cool, man. You know, so I'm like I'm not jealous, mad, or anything like that. I just you know, like at the end of the day, he's always been there for me, and that's fine, you know. Like so, I do listen to Joe's podcast a lot, and I just tell him, "Hey, props, man! I'm glad to hear that you're starting a podcast. I'm glad to hear that you're doing this. I really connected with some of your stories with your podcast and stuff. You know." Thanks for your stream, Kev. Have a good week, bro. I'll catch you next week. All right, man. Zoe signing out. Thanks for live. Well, my battery's dying. It says it's gonna it's gonna go to sleep. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys next week, man. If there's no questions, all right. And let me know. Give me feedback. Did you like the stream? Do you like Hey Angela, what's up? I'm actually closing out my stream, man. All right. Question. Fu and Kang. The value of crypto as a currency, but right now it's acting more of a commodity that defeats its purpose. There's also storage of value too. So I don't think it's completely defeated as a purpose, you know? Nice seeing you on live stream. I'll see you next week. Thanks, Kev. As always, thank you. As always, 100,000 steps is a nice secluded beach in Laguna Beach. That'd be a place for you. Ooh, hell yeah. Yo, Angela, I'm gonna hit you up to do a run these ideas behind you like for a date idea. Whipkey, no, I'm late. Sorry, Whipkey. I'll let you know next time. Every single weekend, every single Sunday, I stream around like 8:30 to like 9ish to 10. You know, so I usually stream about this time. So hopefully, guys, you guys enjoyed today's stream. I had a bunch of different topics. It was really fun for me to do all these sort of things. I have 16 people, man. And last thing before I head out, thank you guys for listening to my story about me and my dad. Listening to just tuning in and supporting me, man. Like even if you just pop in for a little bit, still means a lot. All right, guys, I'll head out. Talk to you later. Peace to Coles, man.